Okay, this is a sad thing to wake up to. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I'm white, y'all. And I am downright embarrassed to be white. When I wake up and sit down at my desk and start reading the news, guess that was my first mistake, is reading the news. And here's an article that says Trump says some white Africans are oppressed and could be resettled in the U.S. They say no thanks. Well, I'm not surprised. These folks are part of a group that holds apparently 70% of the land in South Africa and are in the top economical group. I would say they're not oppressed. Apparently, they say they're not oppressed. But Musk, who comes from South Africa, is up Trump's ass. And Trump, who wants to deport all the brown people, I suppose in exchange would like to import some white people. Now, it feels like to me that the very idea of uplifting some brown people to Trump is oppression of white people. That's just not the case, y'all. This is like Christians who say that they're oppressed when they're the majority group. Because the Bible says that you're going to be persecuted for being a Christian. So, of course, they have to claim that they're persecuted. Well, I commend those white folks in South Africa for saying no, thanks. We're not leaving South Africa. And they say down here at the bottom, I forgot the exact word. That's right there in front of your face, but I just don't. Anyway, they said that they were not oppressed. Redressing the wrongs of colonialism, it says, I'm not going to get this name right. Sithable Njidi, a market trader of Johannesburg, said she hadn't seen white people being mistreated in South Africa. He, Trump, should have actually come to from America to South Africa to try and see what was happening for himself, and not just take the word of an Elon Musk who hasn't lived in this country for the longest of time, who doesn't even relate to South Africans, Njidi said. But Trump's action against South Africa has given, this is, Trump sanctioned South Africa because he said of some rights violations. Well, I suppose that South Africa will work on its own rights violations while Trump seems to be piling on more rights violations. So he's got no position to complain about rights violations of any other country, while not only is he not taking care of rights violations in the United States, he's making more. He'd like to deport all the brown people, and here he is importing some white people. Failed to, anyway. And I tell you, I like to just reiterate, I'm embarrassed to be a white person while this is going on. I can't change. The only way out is death. I just have to wake up to this thing and live with it. And hope at the end of 4 years I can once again vote against Republicans. I mean, how bad would a Democrat have to be to equal Trump? Unfortunately, Trump's terms are up at the end of these 4 years, but what in the hell, how much crap are we going to have to deal with for the next 4 years? We just started a few days ago. I can't comprehend how bad this is going to get in the next 4 years. You know, I'd like to think, well, it's not going to be that bad and we're overreacting and on and on. But I wake up to find an article about white people being imported by Trump while he's trying to get rid of all the brown people. And they don't even want to come over here. He's going out of his way to show how racist he is. Why? Why do you have to be like that? I mean, okay, I'm glad to know about it. But why is it going on? Why does he have to be that stupid racist? It's just stupid. You've got the most powerful leader of the free world, and I use that term free lightly with a grain of salt, maybe a shaker. I worry about my next door neighbor, whether he'll be able to stay alive or not. There's more. Love you, bye.